The camera opens on a grand stage, filled with flashing lights and applause. A tall man in an expensive suit walks up to receive an award day CEO of the Year. But just as he begins his speech, a tiny voice echoes from the audience. Greater than mommy. That's the man who fixed our car. The crowd falls silent. Cameras turn. The man freezes mid-sentence as eyes find the little girl sitting beside her mother in the back row. Her face is glowing with innocent recognition. And in that moment, a broken bar, the mighty CEO's past comes rushing back to a rainy night, a broken down car, and two strangers who changed his heart forever. Fade to black. Chapter 1. The rainy night that changed everything. The rain was pouring relentlessly that night. The highway shimmered with puddles, headlights flashing through sheets of water. Sarah gripped the steering wheel tightly, trying to stay calm. Her little daughter, Lily, sat in the back seat, humming softly to distract herself from the thunder. "Mommy, are we almost home?" Lily asked. Sarah forced a smile. "Almost, sweetheart, just a little further." But fate had other plans. The car sputtered, coffeed a broken bar and died. The dashboard lights flickered out. Sarah pulled over, panic rising in her chest. They were in the middle of nowhere, and no signal, no help, and a storm growing fiercer by the minute. She tried to restart the engine again and again, but nothing worked. Her hands trembled. Lily began to cry softly. "Mommy, I'm scared." Sarah swallowed her fear. "It's okay, baby. Everything's going to be fine." She wasn't sure she believed her own words. Minutes turned to an hour. No one stopped. Cars zoomed past, splashing water and leaving them behind. Then, through the rain, a pair of headlights slowed down a broken bar and stopped. A man stepped out, drenched, wearing an old jacket, and holding a small toolbox. He looked rough, tired, and clearly not someone you'd expect to see in the middle of a storm helping strangers. "You need help, ma'am?" he asked gently. Sarah hesitated. Yes, our car just died. I think it's the engine." "Pop the hood," he said with a calm smile. For the next half hour, he worked quietly under the freezing rain, his hands numb, his hair soaked, his clothes dripping wet. Lily peeked from the window, fascinated by the man who didn't even flinch at the thunder. Finally, the engine roared back to life. Sarah exhaled in relief, tears mixing with raindrops. "Oh my God, a broken bar, thank you. You have no idea we were stuck here for so long." He nodded, smiling faintly. "Just glad you and your little one are safe. Please, let me pay you something," Sarah insisted, reaching for her purse. But he raised his hand and said softly, "No need. Just a broken bar. Help someone else when you get the chance." Before she could say another word, he turned, climbed into his old truck, and drove away, disappearing into the storm. Sarah sat there for a long moment, the sound of rain blending with her pounding heart. "Who was he, Mommy?" Lily asked quietly. Sarah smiled through her tears. "Someone with a kind heart, sweetheart, someone who helped us when we needed it most." That night, neither of them forgot that stranger. Chapter 2. Years later, the truth revealed. 10 years passed. Sarah's life changed completely. She worked hard, built her career, and raised Lily with pride and love. Life wasn't always easy, but she never forgot the night a stranger's kindness gave her hope. Now, Lily was 12, a bright, curious, and full of dreams. Sarah had recently joined a new company, a major automobile firm, as an assistant in the corporate division. It was the company's annual awards gala tonight, the event of the year. Employees, executives, and guests filled the hall, dressed in their best. Lily came along, excited to see her mom's big company. The lights dimmed. The host announced, "Greater than, and now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our CEO, the man who built this company from the ground up, Mr. Daniel Reeves." Thunderous applause filled the hall as a tall, confident man walked on stage. His tailored suit gleamed under the lights, his demeanor calm yet commanding. But when Lily looked up at the big screen showing his face, she froze. Her eyes widened. She tugged on her mother's sleeve. "Mommy," she whispered urgently. "That's him." Sarah blinked. "Who, sweetheart?" "That's the man who fixed our car, Mommy." Sarah's breath caught in her throat. She looked at the stage again. They really looked. And beneath the polished suit, the charming smile, The corporate power broken bar. She saw him, the same kind eyes, the same calm expression. It was him. Daniel began his speech. I started this company with nothing but a second-hand truck and a belief that no one is too small to make a difference. Life has been kind to me, but I'll never forget where I came from or the people who reminded me why kindness matters. His voice trembled slightly. Years ago, on a rainy night, I stopped to help a mother and her daughter stuck on a highway. I didn't know them, but that night, I saw fear turn into relief, and I realized that success means nothing if you can't help someone when they need it most. Sarah's eyes welled up. Lily's hand squeezed hers. The cameras turned. Daniel had noticed them in the audience. He smiled faintly, recognizing them instantly. Some faces, he said softly, you never forget. The audience clapped, unaware of the silent reunion happening before them. 3 hearts connected by one act of kindness. After the event, Daniel approached them quietly backstage. For a moment, none of them spoke until Sarah whispered, I never thought I'd see you again. He smiled. Neither did I. But I'm glad you're doing well. Lily grinned shyly. You're a CEO now. Mommy said you had a kind heart. She was right. Daniel chuckled. Well, I guess sometimes fixing a car fixes more than just an engine. Sarah laughed softly, her eyes glistening. You fixed a lot more that night than you'll ever know. As they stood there, 3 lives forever linked by a single moment of kindness. The story came full circle. Final message, closing scene for YouTube. The narrator's voice fades in. Greater than. You never know how far a small act of kindness can go. Sometimes, it takes years to see how one good deed can come back, not as a reward, but as a reminder that humanity still exists in all of us. Greater than. Be kind, because one day, you might be the reason someone believes in goodness again.